This is Mombasa TV.
The most recent happening, the fuel demonstration.
Yeah.
Professor, uliona vile watu walitokea?
Yeah.
What do you make maybe out of that? Meru ilikuwa moto.
Actually, Meru surprised me.
Does it mean the fuel operation ama kuna kitu kingine watu wameficha kwa roho?
No, Meru has become more radicalized over time. Usually Merus are very calm people.
Yes.
And I'm a bit funny. You know, at one time, Ruto said we are not that clever. Somehow I agree with them because if you look during the Moi time, even the judges used to fight to come to Meru.
Yes.
Because Merus will bribe, whether they are right or wrong, that's not intelligent. So in a sense, Ruto was right now. But of late, they have become more radicalized. And what I saw now in Meru during this demonstration, and the 29 counties that participated, the president's election bench is in real trouble. And I think if he can accept that, he may be able to reorganize himself. But refusing to accept that, and thinking you can use the force and some other gymnastics, you will get a very big shock. Yeah.
They say, Professor, our son, Professor Naituli, your colleague, is being sidelined in this government. He was not in charge when the president was out. They say Kindiki ameachwa nje kidogo. During these negotiations, watu wa matatu sector in the government, Kindiki was nowhere to be seen. Wasema ine runduni.
You know, there is something Kenyans are not seeing, which I think they should start seeing it. It is very dangerous to any country, any state, when the power comes to you or other evokes or is assumed from the tribe, but not from the constitution. If you notice, it's not just Kindiki who is powerless. How much power is Kanja having as a police, as a police chief? How many times has he been in Meru? And they told us that cattle rustling and the man of the Merus will stop. I said stopped. No. Because the guy has no power. How, if you Kanja has the power, he was in Isiolo.
Yes.
The Isiolo governor told him point in blank, the thieves, the cattle rustlers you are talking about are sitting here. He was showing him those policemen.
Yes.
And those policemen are drawn from which tribe? Why couldn't he come to Nairobi and transfer all of them the same day?
Yes.
Because he can't. He is not the one who deployed them. So it's not just Kindiki. This government is flipping the governance model upside down.
Yes.
He is trying to implement the Uganda model, where Museveni rules the country with his family, and they strive the Banyore. Okay? Now, that won't work here, because that is against the constitution. And I think that is what's happening. I mean, in a crisis like that, where government had made 12 people died, I think 17, that's a very, very serious crisis. That crisis, when the president is not around, he shouldn't have been the deputy president in charge, trying to sort it out so that it doesn't go further. But what did we see? Murukomen, Chiri. Of course, Wandai was there being told that there was no agreement.
Yes.
So we shouldn't have seen Kindiki or the chief secretary, Felix Kosingei. Those are the two people, when the president is not around, we shouldn't have seen that day. We didn't see them. Because I think the country is flipping in the governance model. It's upside down.
Yes. Then you went down to coast. Again, wanasema Kindiki amenyeshwa madhara mingi sana during the coast meeting there. What do you make out of that again, Professor?
I don't know. You know, Kindiki will be respected if the respect comes from his boss. Hiyo madhara walikuwa wanaonyeshwa huko. What action has the boss taken now to punish those? Because he's the deputy president. So I think there's going to be I'm beginning to fear. Remember, I've told you many times that I don't think Ruto will go to the next election without Kindiki. That he will go with the Kindiki. I'm beginning to reassess that statement. because the way they are treating him, you have to begin to reassess. But you see also, it's different when you are in an appointive more position than when it's in elected position. Is a big difference.
Yes.
I think the people of Mount Kenya were very foolish in rushing to endorse the impeachment of Gachagua. They demean the Deputy President's office. That is why the office is not having the respect it deserves. And I hope the court is going to restore dignity to that office by declaring that process illegal, because it was illegal. You see, I think it's Article 143 or something that outlines how you impeach a president.
Yes.
But it says you impeach the deputy with the modification. Where was the modification in that impeachment? And then Gachagua was accused of very funny things like tribalism. And when you look at the current government, it's basically 70% Kalenjin. So he's a tribalist. Is he talking or practicing? Which one is tribal? And then he was accused of the things which others are doing. Of course, you can't say that if there's others are stealing and you are caught. You can't say that's not an argument. But when you look at the accusations around Gachagua, they were very flimsy. They were accusations that he could not have withstood the rigors, the examination of the Constitution. But, you know, senators have admitted that they were offered money, 10 million, or Motata.
Yes.
He went out open with that. So now, if the court can take judicial notice of the fact that people are actually bribed in the breach of law to impeach an elected deputy president, then they should rule in the favor of Gachagua.
When you reassess your statement, how can Kindiki now maneuver this, the kind of maybe embarrassment, the being silent? How can he maneuver this now to come out strong?
I think it will be difficult for him to maneuver because how do you convince the people who have been watching it that you can stand your ground there? You know why people elect an MP or why you get a deputy president from your region and then you support him? It's because you expect him to represent there. You at the natural level family. Now there is this Gilead demonstration. So it's difficult, I think, for him, because even if he can assert himself, and I don't know how will he convince the people that is genuine?
The way you see it, is it likely President Ruto, or can you drop Kindiki after reassessing your statement?
I think yes, because I'm beginning to see Ruto is looking at the numbers. Ruto is going to look where he can split these numbers. These Mount Kenya fellows, he has seen that they are gone. I mean, even that demonstration in Meru the other day should tell you that Meru is basically one term.
Yes.
Now, given that, I think the president will probably take a Muslim, because I guess he can use religion. No, Ruto likes division, those things. Just the way he told us about Asola and the dynasties. So he could take a Muslim, he could also take a Luo, and I think he is limited to those two, because the Luo won't tear up. Moi tried with the Mundavadi. Mundavadi lost his seat in his about a day work. The Luyas don't follow Lindas. They are like the Mount Kenya people. But the Luos, the Luo nation, and that's not necessarily negative against them, they are wired actually to follow their Lindas. So most of them may, not all of them, but a significant number may. So because of that, I think the president will weigh in between the Luo nation and the Muslim as a whole, because the Muslim also have religion loyalty. He will be deciding between these two the way I see it. If it doesn't work, then you will go with the Kindiki, with all the weaknesses we have seen.
Is it good for Kindiki to stick around, or it's time to quit now?
No,
as a professor, as a respected intellectual.
No, I think he should stick. Because if he quit now, Ruto can really mess him up. You know, there's one thing, you don't play with the government when you are in it. It's very dangerous. You remember in Mero they used to say, playing around with Injuring Cheke.
Yes.
He's like shaking the mugumo tree.
Yes.
Because you think you are shaking the tree,
yes.
but it's only your buttocks which are shaking. So government is a very dangerous thing yes. at that level of Kindiki. Kindiki should just stay there. And the way I wouldn't recommend that he leaves. No.
It's between hand and
very between the rock and a very hard place. It should just stay. Yeah. Government is, when you are inside, it's a very dangerous thing. When you are outside there, they can ignore you. But in there, you have to be very careful.
This is Mombasa TV.